Taylor tape there, Venla Luukkonen, Hilti Academy Nord. 37 years old, of course you can see 14 years the senior of Kendall Reusing, who enters this match a very heavy favourite on the betting score sheets.
Live on UFC Fight Pass and in partnership with Made for Fighters, Polaris Professional Jiu-Jitsu brings you the first title bout of the evening, a no-gi contest. Over 10 minutes in the open weight category. We introduce the first challenger for the title, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall. And representing Hilti Academy Nord from Sweden, Venla Luukkonen. And the second challenger for the title, in the red corner, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, and representing Gracie Barra Academy from the United States of America, Kendall Reusing. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Ali Geddes.
I've got to say, Kendall Reusing has just spent that entire announcement pacing backwards and forwards with a mean look on her face.
Yeah,
a quick early guard pull from Luukkonen here.
Yeah, I mean, Kendall's got a great wrestling pedigree, multiple-time national champion, wrestled since she was like 7, I think.
I was just going to say, there couldn't be more of a difference between the attitude of these two ladies. We had one of the greatest walk-ins I've ever seen from Venla there.
She's got to watch her neck here briefly.
But yeah, very different attitudes. Kendall looking super focused.
Yeah, and she's just trying to float over the top of that left knee of Luukkonen. That's what's saving her from a pretty disadvantaged position right now. I mean, you know, one of the things we have to mention is that, you know, Reusing's been competing almost non-stop during the pandemic. There's been competitions available to her in the US that she can take part in. For Luukkonen, obviously in Scandinavian countries, a lot of Europe have shut down much more heavily. It's been a lot harder for her to get any competitions in at all, in fact. Looking to use that big overhook here, but she can't lose that frame, and she almost does. Replaces it on the right-hand side. Sprawling pass from Reusing. It's going to be a tight half guard on top now, though. Yeah,
Kendall's getting closer and closer. Now setting up the head and arm position. You can see Venla's just blocking that arm, blocking the crossface.
Yeah, you can tell exactly what the strategy is from Kendall here. She's looking to get that upper body control, and she's just going to look to dominate, not give an inch of space, not give a gap, not give anything up, and just wear her opponent down as she slowly works her way through the hierarchy of positions here.
Yeah, head and arm control as well. They're going really deep up on that neck.
Yeah, she may, Venla may end up giving up the back position if she's not careful. She turns away to try and control this half guard.
Yeah, it's going to free that knee now, though. She uses the instep, obviously, to pry the leg open. Very classic, heavy half guard pass.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful style. You know, what we might even consider these days as an old school style of grappling. But I love it, you know. I think we need to see more of this, you know.
Yeah, I mean, just because it's old school doesn't make it not effective, right?
No school like the old school is the best.
Absolutely. Well, she's staying very heavy up in top position here. She's almost got, well, had Luukkonen gift wrap for a second.
Yeah, you know, I actually think that gift wrap might have been a mistake. She was in such a strong position with those hands connected. When you go to that gift wrap, you know, it does give space on the near side. So, you know, we're seeing that more of a grip fight, and Venla looking to try and block the crossface, back to that palm-to-palm position. It's just working. She's looking so dominant from here so far, and I think eventually that leg will pop free, and she'll be in a beautiful mount, or she'll be in a side control position. Here we go.
It's nearly through. Knees coming through on the inside position here. There we go. Settles into side control. It's a big bridge initially, but going nowhere.
Yeah, and
is Luukkonen, and Kendall Reusing is well in control here.
Yeah, Venla looked to do what a lot of people do, which is they see the opportunity and try and grab both of the legs, but in doing so, you loosen up on the one leg that you're controlling, and Kendall takes advantage perfectly, you know, using that strong upper body control and passes, looking to take them out, but she sees the opportunity. She'll be straight on the back from here.
You can see she's sprawling her hips down, trying to force it at the moment.
Yeah, Luukkonen is slightly compromised turning over, especially if she can get that wrist grip and fold the arm under. There we go. She's going to really trap the arm down against the mat, and that's going to expose all of the neck of Luukkonen. Heavy hips from Reusing.
Yeah, Venla just did a good job of peeling the hook out as she, Kendall tried to take the back, saved her from that position.
Yeah, you have to use the mat to force the opponent, to peel the opponent off of you. You can't allow, you know, what it boils down to really is stopping your opponent from being able to get their chest facing your back, and you can use the mat to basically get the mat behind you so your opponent can't be behind you, to put it simply.
One thing we've got to consider at this point is, you know, there's probably very little energy being expended by Reusing here, but you know that Luukkonen is feeling all of the weight, all of the pressure, and is probably taking some stuttered breaths here and there.
This has been relentless from pretty much the first second of this match, and that's what this style of grappling does. It is a grinding style where you don't open up into huge movements, you just slowly work your way up. And you know, this is sort of the loosest position we've seen so far, and if Venla can manage to escape from here, but if she doesn't, then she's going to find herself in a submission attempt. Armbar is here. This is a very bad position to be in.
Breaks it, goes high. Luukkonen tries to step over, and there's the submission. Kendall Reusing is your women's openweight champion with an armbar victory over Venla Luukkonen. Decisive is pretty much all you can say about that one, Jeff. So there's going to be some replays. Talk us through the summation of that fight.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beautiful performance by Kendall. He nearly lost the back, but changed it into that Kimura grip and transitioned to the armbar. Just old school jiu-jitsu and very, very dominant throughout.
Yeah, that was fantastic. You know, just from the first second, just getting into the correct position, slowly working her way into mount, onto the back, seeing the opportunity for the finish and taking it straight away. It was flawless.
Yeah, let's throw it over to the referee to make this official.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 4 minutes 28 seconds into the contest, our referee call a stoppage to this bout to your winner by submission with an armbar and your new open weight champion, Kendall Reusing.
Kendall, congratulations. You are the Polaris Openweight Women's Champion. How does that sound?
Sounds great. I'm really sweaty. You sure you want to hug me? I'm really gross.
Well, thank you for throwing me off completely there. Look, this was this was a rematch from your bout in 2020, of course, with Venla. You were very dominant in that first bout, dominant this time. Was it pretty much what you expected coming into this one?
Yeah, I expected exactly how it went last time. Very tough, very aggressive, and you know, with an opponent like Venla, it's clear, you know, I had to take my time and really not make any mistakes because she's so sharp on those recoveries and stuff. So really respect a lot of her jiu-jitsu and didn't want to make any errors and didn't want to waste any time.
You had a very methodical, very crushing style. Did you feel it was just a matter of time as you moved forward with your guard pass to the mount and then eventually the armbar?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as soon as I started into the first pass, I felt like my hip pressure was there, my underhook control was there. When she was reaching over the top, it was getting difficult to flatten her out. But once I was able to pin both shoulders on the mat, I knew that my legs would do the rest of the work.
You've had a fantastic year, of course. You had a fantastic competition very recently, some good IBJF performances. You forgoed No-Gi Worlds to come here and compete for us, so thank you very much. What's next for you for the rest of the year and for the rest of your career moving forward? Because it seems like you're kind of just getting started.
Yeah, it's interesting having been on the mats since I was 5 years old, but at the same time feeling like I'm just getting started. You know, it's very exciting. I think we're seeing a lot more diverse jiu-jitsu from me at the Who's Number One and the last few events that I've been a part of. So I really, you know, of course missing No-Gi Worlds is sad because I wanted to come back and repeat my title, but at the same time, I know that there's a lot of love here in Europe and I really wanted to come see you guys. And
it's been an absolute pleasure having you here so far. Anybody else you think could challenge you for this women's open weight belt?
Oh, there's plenty, right? I know you guys before had brought up Fionn, and I feel like I don't want to sound... The main reason I don't want to sound disrespectful is because I'm quite a bit heavier than her, right? So it would not be like, oh, you better fight me kind of thing. But if she were open to it, I respect her a lot. I think she's a great opponent and a great person in general. Beautiful jiu-jitsu, and it would be an honor for us to get on the mats together.
I think everybody here would love to see that. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause, your Polaris Openweight Champion, Kendall Reusing. Just going to grab a quick word with our... Oh, sorry. Just going to grab a quick word with our runner-up, Venla.
Venla, a tough match for you. It's been a bit of time out of competition. How was it for you coming back and getting on the mats again after a couple of years?
It's a fact that I finally could fight after this like almost 2 years break because of the COVID. It was just amazing, and obviously I wanted this one look kind of another fight tonight, but I just had to keep on training and